is Malik Willis wasn't drafted because the Titans just like him as a person. They are asking themselves, yes, Ryan Tannehill has played good football for us. He's done a good job in the grand scheme of things. But is he a guy that can get us to the next level? And that next level is we're already a playoff team. Can we win a playoff game with our quarterback being the main focus? Because we talk about Derrick Henry so much, and Derrick Henry is phenomenal. And Derrick Henry has done more than most backs can do in this day and age. And even though with his injury, he was almost at 1,000 yards before he went out. But ultimately, people ain't winning Super Bowls because of their running back. And I know everybody hate to hear that. But the reality is Tennessee is looking to get better at the QB spot. And that's why Malik Willis was taken and Tannehill feeling pressure.
Well, and Swagoo, to your point there, I think that's what's interesting about this. I think if we have a problem with Tannehill's messaging, that might be one thing. But we all know why Malik Willis was drafted. So to expect
Absolutely.
Ryan Tannehill to come in there and say, I'm going to do everything I can to put him in a position to succeed also feels like a dose of missed reality. I would also say this. I don't think that Ryan Tannehill, I know Tannehill pretty well, and as much as people are trying to make it sound like he's this guy who's going to walk in the locker room and snub Malik Willis, I think a lot of guys say that they're willing to mentor younger players and don't. I think Tannehill will go the opposite way, and he'll probably be mentoring him without even realizing it. To that point, this is not something that we really don't see a lot of in the NFL. We see it all the time. Whether it was Brett Favre famously saying, it's not my job to mentor Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers eventually saying to Brett Favre, I understand why you said that now. Or Tom Brady with Jimmy Garoppolo. And I was actually thinking about this, and I don't want to put RG3 on the spot here, but I was thinking about it in the break. Robert, do you remember we had lunch one time at a Payway in South Florida? And you were telling me about a joint practice that you had with Tom Brady. Do you remember what you told me about that?
Yes, I asked Tom Brady if I could, piggyback off of him and learn some stuff with him, go train with him, and he gave me a big old flat no. Because he said, listen, we're competing at the same position, even though we're on different teams, and he didn't want that to happen. So my whole take on this with Ryan Tannehill is verbalizing it is the issue, because now we're talking about it. Yeah. So now it's becoming a recipe for disaster for the Tennessee Titans. Because as a leader, it is your job to mentor the young guys, to be one of those OGs that helps them along the way and gives them $1 million worth of game for free. If you're a leader and you're saying, hey, I'm not going to help the guy next to me, and you're verbalizing that, it can become a problem for your team. And leadership comes at the cost of ego. Yes. So in my opinion, Ryan Tannehill made the mistake of verbalizing it, and he's to leave his ego at the door. I don't think he's a bad teammate, but him verbalizing that now makes it a problem.
Yeah, this is a time when the truth really does hurt to put it out publicly like that, and that's a fascinating story about Brady. I feel like so often you might think in the back of Brady's mind he's thinking that, which this proves that, but he would never say it publicly like this. Guys, another reminder that Ryan Tannehill is signed through the 2023 season, but he has no guaranteed money left in his deal after this upcoming season.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.